Property Disclosures, the Real Estate Professional's Guide to Reducing Risk. Page 20. Punishment for offenders who have already served their sentences. The nation's highest court affirmed the right of states to post sex offenders' names, addresses, and photos on the internet. Hawaii's Megan Law declared unconstitutional. State versus Bonnie 97, Hawaii 28536P.3D. Actually, I already read this shit. Hold on, let me go to the next page. Page 22, case study. Tenant Harry had a long history of repeated lease violations at the apartment complex where he rented. He often failed to pay rent when it was due, partially because he spent a lot of money on liquor for his nosy parties. He also had a history of loud fights with his wife. When his neighbors complained, he responded by telling them to keep quiet if they knew what was good for them. Management attempted to control Harry's behavior and repeatedly gave him notices for lease violations. However, when it came time to renew his lease, the property manager did so. Shortly thereafter, tenant Harry was found guilty of assault and battery on one of his neighbors. The other residents of the apartment complex filed suit against the property manager for failure to keep their property safe. Question number 1. What should the manager have done to avoid liability with this situation? A. Evict Harry for the lease violations. B. Raise Harry's rent for all the trouble. C. Give Harry another chance if he promised to behave. Or D. Evict the people complaining about Harry. The answer is A. Evict Harry for the lease violations. Number 2. Property managers may be held liable for criminal activity that occurred at the property in all of the following situations except A. When they have provided inadequate security. B. When they ignored potentially dangerous situations. C. When they have indicated that the property is safe when it isn't. Or D. When they have filed police reports and hired security guards. The answer is D. When they have filed police reports and hired security guards. Summary. Real estate professionals must be aware of the state laws where they practice regarding stigmatized property and Megan's Law. What must be, should be, or need not be disclosed varies from state to state. It is important that brokers and sales associates understand the fair housing concerns regarding AIDS disclosure. Questions regarding neighborhood safety should be answered carefully. Large settlements are being awarded against landlords for the criminal activities associated with their properties. Chapter 2 Review Questions. Number 1. A stigmatized property is impacted by a physical defect. A. True. B. False. The answer is B. False. Number 2. Whether a stigmatized property has greater or lesser value is in the mind of A. the seller, B. the listing agent, C. the buyer, or D. the buyer's agent. The answer is C. the buyer. Page 23. Number 3. Property stigmas can include all of the following except A. murder, B. Misdemeanor crimes. C. Natural death. Or D. Felony crimes. The answer is B. Misdemeanor crimes. Number 4. The fair housing concern is connected to which stigma? A. Murder. B. Suicide. C. AIDS disclosure. Or D. Felony crimes. The answer is C. AIDS disclosure. Number 5. HUD has declared it illegal to volunteer information regarding a current or former occupant's disease of AIDS. A. True. B. False. The answer is A. True. Number 6. Megan's Law involves community notification of the presence of sex offenders. A. True. B. False. The answer is A. True. Number 7. For which state did the Supreme Court declare its Megan Law unconstitutional? A. Hawaii. B. Connecticut. C. Both A and B. Or D. Neither A nor B. The answer is C. Both A and B. Number 8. Disclosure regarding the presence of sex offenders should come from A. The seller. B. The real estate professional. C. The neighbors. Or D. Local law enforcement. The answer is D. Local law enforcement. Number 9. When asked about the safety of a neighborhood, the real estate agent should do which of the following? A. Tell the persons where they can obtain the information. B. State that providing neighborhood safety information is important. C. Distribute a safety tips pamphlet. Or D. Remain silent about the rash of burglaries in the area. The answer is A. Tell the persons where they can obtain the information. And lastly, number 10, which of the following statements is true regarding stigmatized property? A. Stigmatized property is impacted by some sort of physical defect. B. Federal law dictates when stigmas must be disclosed. C. If a stigma is based on rumor, a broker is not obligated to disclose it. Or D. Property stigmas do not include occupants who have AIDS. The answer is C. If a stigma is based on rumor, a broker is not obligated to disclose it.